Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hiya, Kat. How'd your weekend go?
Bruce, I didn't get washed out to sea in the last week or so, I mean, that's good. I don't think anybody did, but at least on account of that earthquake and the tsunami warning that we got,
Yeah, it's so funny. We both forgot about it until just thought about it, Well, I did ride it, though. I did feel it. I felt it. Yeah, when the earthquake, 1 minute after the emergency thing went off, I was sitting there in my little office, in my RV, and it started rocking. I was like, well, of all the earthquake warnings we've had here and everything like that, that's the first time I actually felt
something.
But that was because it was based on land. And see 5 miles out to sea or whatever and have an earthquake and everything like that or whatever. I don't know. That's first time based on land as far as I know.
Well, there you go.
Being from Southern California, being Palm Springs and everything like that, I was just talking to Dave about it. I'm used to this.
Yeah.
Trimmers every week, all the time, riding ripples. I told him, sitting there and watching ripples come through my house and riding them, bouncing up.
Sure.
It was just crazy. But we had a little bit, and the tsunami one was no worries either, but you saw all the boats going out, though, just for safety and everything. That's what Dave was telling me.
Absolutely. Always good to be good.
Yeah, it is. It's always good. Did you do anything this weekend? You guys working on something?
I've been enjoying having time to myself without a play going on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay.
Other than that, it was kind of like, well, how many chores can I get done and how much meal prep can I do for the week ahead? And that was pretty much my weekend, feeling better, back to running, so getting back on track there. So
right on.
Yeah, pretty normal weekend.
Oh, did you go do that 5K that was up in Gold Beach?
I missed that one because I was recovering from that nasty virus that went through. Yeah, that one got me too, and I'm dealing with the chest congestion and stuff.
Can't run like that.
No, it's not. I don't like running when I have chest congestion.
I can dig it.
It's not my favorite thing, so I skipped that one, unfortunately. But I'm keeping an eye out for the next one. I'm sure there's got to be one nearby at some point.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll get it on here.
I know, right?
I put it in for you anyways.
I know.
Like cat now.
Darn it, I was so sick. It's really unfortunate.
Oh, at least you're feeling better, and that's all.
Yeah, me too.
Good. Yeah. Hey, well, Junior, on Saturday we went to that Christmas thing the chamber was having there.
Yeah, how was it?
That was neat. That was really nice. They had an extra tent. Everything was in the tent. And Santa this time, instead of in the chamber office, he was in the tent. So,
cool.
And they had the little bar there and food, and it was cool. Yeah, they had Fire Brothers out there. Barbecue was out. Yeah, it was
fun.
It was a cool little thing, And like that, we stayed for a little bit and checked it out, and people were showing up. When we were leaving, it was filling up, and it went from 4 to 9 or something like that all night, so into the night, so it was cool. We did that, and then I got home in time for the Ducks game. Yeah, I go Ducks. Yes, 13-0. Okay, what can I say?
They're having a good year then.
They are really having a good one. This is like when I first started watching them when I moved out here, and I first started watching them. They were like, they were doing stuff like that. They were rocking and rolling, They were like winning everything, all that stuff. So it's really been enjoyable.
That's when I was in Eugene, was when they were having really good years too. So I just remember living near those stadiums and just like the roar.
Oh, I'll guarantee.
Yeah.
But so we did that, watched that, and then of course loved it on Sunday. The Niners won, thank you, but the Vikings are doing really great. My other team there that I've had since I was a kid.
Yeah.
11-2. They're doing really good. So it was a faboo weekend for us all around.
Perfect.
So that's great. So I hope everybody out there got out and did something and had some fun or just relaxed. That's nice too. And we're enjoying this great sunny weather. Usually we're getting poured on around now, so I'm loving it. So, so before we get going here, because we got a guest here and all that good stuff, we'd like to thank the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, Just the Jeweler, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows out there, all you got to do is go to kciw.org and you will be on your merry way. Speaking of them Oregon South Coast fishing, our favorite fisherman here, Mr. Dave Kuhn, is on with the fishing report. And everybody in the office here is like, what's going on with the crab?
Okay. Are you ready? I
guess nobody cares about the fish. We want to know what's going on with the crab.
Yeah, forget the tsunami and the Oregon Ducks. What's going on with the crab? What's with that?
The crab. Inquiring minds want to know.
I can give you an update. Good to see you, Bruce.
Yeah, you too. Very cool.
It's been a couple of weeks, and I love your energy this morning. It's very contagious. I like that. It's going to get me ready for my line dance class after this, right?
Yeah. Be out there ready for Mary Lou.
Slow this morning.
That's right.
But anyway, we did get through the tsunami. You talked about it. I live on the river, Chetco River, 2.5 miles up. So I just sat on my deck waiting for the big surge of water to roar up the Chetco River, but knew that wasn't going to happen. However, if the Cascadia fault right outside Brookings was to rip loose, then we'd have issues. And we won't have long time to respond. Like 15 to 20 minutes is what they say.
Yeah.
It's all the time we'd have to
and go up to 2.5 miles up there.
Oh, yeah. The Cascadia one will be a big one because it's subduction, 2 plates, kind of one going underneath the other one.
Okay.
And anyway.
Well, let's hope that don't happen. We'll just leave that
because we want to talk crab.
That's right. We want to talk crab.
All right. Now, the crab situation. If you're a recreational crabber, which I am and you would be, Kat would be, you want to go out now because the commercials will not be crabbing until December 16th, which is getting close.
Okay.
So the group that's been going out now, my friends, they're getting big crab, full limits, easy limits. And so it's really nice. So there's definitely going to be Christmas crab this year. The commercials, even though they can pull the pots on the 16th, they can set their pots on the 13th. And when that happens, you're talking thousands of pots that'll be out there. So the crab kind of get gobbled up pretty quickly.
So you better go now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. There you go.
So that's what's going on with the crab. Exciting time. Steelhead they're starting to show up now in the Chetco River. Some of our group have been able to catch some steelhead either in boats or from the riverbanks.
Yes, I saw somebody catch one this weekend. Yeah.
And even some salmon are still coming through the system and being caught. The seals are chasing them upriver. I see them quite often behind my house chasing fish. I saw a seal grab a monster salmon just 2 days ago. Sad, but I don't want to comment on that. Let's see. So steelhead, salmon, bottom fish, get outside in the ocean. I did bottom fish myself last week. Got my lingcod, 2 lingcod, and my 5 black rockfish, which are the limits still. 5 rockfish, 2 lingcod. However, that only lasts till December 31st because on January 1st we'll probably have a bag limit reduction from 5 fish to 4 fish. They're going to decide that on Friday, the ODFW Commission. That's the proposal, to reduce our bag limit, which is a meager 5 fish anyway, to 4, whereas California you can get 10. And that's another place we shouldn't go right now, California, Oregon. That gets political, I guess. But so we'll keep you posted on that. If you do steelhead fish, you do need your steelhead validation tag. That's required. Otherwise, you could get a ticket. They're now for sale for $2 as a resident. And if you want to keep a wild steelhead, you also need to purchase a harvest tag for $10. So you need to have those tags with you besides your regular fishing license and combined angling tag, which is good until December 31st. And then you've got to renew your fishing license. So all these things you got to keep on top of.
Yeah.
Let's see. Coming up for us, we have some other things happening. We have our annual Christmas party a week from today, December 17th, at the Elks Lodge. So it's another sellout again for us. 120 people is where we max out at, and it sells out pretty quick. Nice. I guess because I guess we have a lot of fun. Yeah. And I'm the MC once again. Yeah. I'd like to get out of being the MC. What are you doing next week?
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh boy, it's something we do. We have tomorrow our first salmon carcass scale collection on the Chetco River, where we will get in drift boats and we will drift the river and look for dead salmon carcasses.
Fun.
Well, if you're a carcass, I guess you're already dead. But we take scale samples, and that's a very important study to find out how good this run was.
Okay.
So we'll do that starting tomorrow.
Awesome.
With the group. And then our Chetco Chrome Challenge, which is a fancy name for our steelhead broodstock collection, that'll be starting pretty soon, probably this month. And that's where we go out and we collect steelhead, keep them alive, get them to the Elk River hatchery, spawn them out, bring the babies back next year, but actually bring the adults and put them back in the river. Because steelhead do not die like salmon do from spawning. Steelhead will spawn and then go out back to the ocean and come back another year, or they can't.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we call that live spawning, and that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Other than that,
got a meeting coming up there.
It's going to be the Christmas party.
It's going to be the Christmas party.
Next Tuesday.
I figured.
Doing that, and then we host the Azalea Lights, which we did go. Annual tradition in our family who comes up for Thanksgiving. We go on Friday the opener, and it was so much fun. The lights are beautiful. And our fishing club will host Saturday, December 21st. That's when we'll man the ticket booths and the snack shack and have fun doing it.
I don't know how they can do it, but it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It looks like, but there's only so much space there, There
are some
but they just managed
lights.
to put lights on everything.
Make sure you look in the crab pots because they actually have crabs in them this year.
Oh,
That's
cool.
funny.
I mean, not real ones, of course, but lights.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha.
Make sure you check that out.
Right on.
So I think we covered it, unless you have some questions or
Any questions? Any answers? No.
I think we got it.
Well, then I guess you better get out of here and go dancing with Mary Lou. Huh?
It's time. The bell's ringing.
There you go.
All right.
Always good to have you on board here, Dave.
Same here,
Appreciate
Bruce.
it.
Good to see you, Kat.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun. Kind of like our little coffee hour here.
And it's nice December news for all the crabbers out there. Definitely.
Absolutely. Good stuff.
So.
Well, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the music schedule.
Totally. All right. So first things first, Cisco playing on the 13th at Chetco Brewing Co. from 6 to 8 p.m. And then on the 19th at Addie's in Crescent City from 2 to 4. And then a full lineup here, the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. Cisco is playing at the Brookings Harbor Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then on Christmas Day, the 25th, they'll be at Chetco Activity Center playing from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yes, indeedy. And Enoteca on the 14th, they'll have Bloodline from 7 to 9. And on the 31st, they'll have the Mighty Steelheads at 8 p.m. doing the New Year's Eve party there. Yeah.
And Misty Mountain Brewing's got some dates coming up here. Music there running from 6 to 8 p.m. On the 13th, they're going to host Patty Ann. On the 14th, Ross and the Elephant Factory. And then on the 20th, Lon Goddard.
I got to find out where the name came from. I'll catch him one of these days. I'll be like, hey, where's the Elephant Factory? What is that? Yeah, give me the story behind that one. Yeah, and as I said, the Mighty Steelheads on 31st. They'll be at the New Year's Eve at the Enoteca party starting at 8 p.m.
And then Patty Ann is playing on the 20th at Kuhn from 6 to 8.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get down to the Misty Mountain one, but hey. Bloodline on the 14th, like I said, they'll be at the Enoteca 7 to 9. On the 20th, they'll be at Chetco Brewing Company 6 to 8.
And then Disturbing the Peace is going to be playing on New Year's Eve at Chetco Brewing Co. They're going to be headlining the party there running from 8 to midnight.
Yes, indeedy. And then Lon Goddard on the 14th, he'll be at the Second Saturday Art Walk, Ambience by the Sea, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then on the 19th, you can catch him at the Brian Scott Gallery Brown Bag Lunch happening from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And that's it on the music. And if you have a band out there, if you're a musician and you'd like to get your stuff on the air, you just got to send me an email to CaptainCurry541@gmail.com, and I will get it there. And, hey, you might end up in the inside of Southern Oregon, too, if the timing's right. So there we go. Hey, before we get going, I got a special announcement that came through about the American Red Cross. Give something that means something. Give blood. They got a blood drive going on here at Brookings Harbor Community. The Star of the Sea Catholic Church at 820 Old County Road in Brookings will be hosting it on the 16th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then on Tuesday the 17th from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then on Wednesday, on the 18th, there'll be a Remax in Brookings from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They say you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org and enter Brookings to schedule an appointment. There you go. They say maximize your blood donation, help more patients. If you're eligible type O, B, or A donor, consider making a Power Red donation. Red blood cells are the most commonly transfused blood component. So there you go. Very cool. Give blood.
Perfect. All right. And then we have some events happening at the Chetco Library in Brookings, located at 405 Alder Street in town. Starting things off with their weekly events happening on a regular basis. On Tuesdays at 11 a.m., they've got story time. Of course, that's stories, songs, games, and crafts for young children. And at 1:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, they've got a chair yoga class. This is a beginner's yoga class that focuses on seated positions. And then for Wednesdays at 1:30, they have after-school activities. That includes homework help, a creation station, and snacks for older kids and tweens. They do recommend ages 10 and up for that. And then on Thursdays at 1:30 p.m., they've got another free chair yoga class. At 4 o'clock, they've got their after-school activities. And at 5:30 p.m., they have Easy Flow Yoga on Thursdays. This is also a beginner's yoga class, though this includes standing positions, and they do recommend that participants be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And then weekly on Saturdays from 1 to 3 p.m., they've got Saturday Shuffle, Magic the Gathering, and more. Stop by the library every week for Saturday Shuffle, where players can bring their favorite deck and play Magic the Gathering. Gamers of all kinds are also welcome to bring their favorite card or board games from their own collections, or they can browse the library's games and just find a crew to play with. And then coming up for monthly and special events at the library, on December 14th, that's Saturday at 1 p.m., they're having a community conversation on housing and belonging. This is presented in partnership with Oregon Humanities. And this one, seating is limited, so they do say registration is required. Housing and homelessness is a visible and divisive issue in local media, in politics, and across different communities within our state. This conversation will explore common assumptions and perspectives about the experience of homelessness and seek to answer the question, how do we decide who belongs in our community? Again, spots for this event are limited, registration's required, and you can go to chetcolibrary.org and check out their events calendar to register for that. Also on December 14th at 3 p.m., they're having a Mario Kart tournament. You can join Volunteer D for a friendly open Mario Kart competition. Controllers will be provided. And on the 21st at 1 p.m., they're having a family winter kickoff party. Families of all ages and sizes are invited to an open winter and holiday-themed crafting party, which will include a free screening of the family film Smallfoot, and the rating for that one is PG. And they do encourage folks to wear some ugly sweaters for that if you have them in your wardrobe.
Right on.
And coming up in book clubs this week at the Chetco Library on the 11th of December at 4 p.m., they have their Kids Book Club. This is geared towards 2nd through 5th grades. Kids vote on and pick the books that they read each month. And on Thursday, December 12th at 5:30, they have their Pub Grub Book Club. This casual book club is for adult fans of graphic novels. It takes place off-site at Misty Mountain Brewing in downtown Brookings. And then they want to remind folks that all December long, they're hosting their Golden Ticket Reading Challenge.
Got a golden ticket.
Exactly. And reap the rewards of reading with their month-long Golden Ticket Reading Challenge. Log your time reading through the month of December and earn prizes as you mark your progress. Readers of all ages, that's kids 0 through 12, teens, and adults, can all pick up a challenge card at the front desk anytime during the month of December to participate. And are you worried that you won't complete your challenge card? You could still get rewarded for reading. They're hiding golden ticket coupons in books and audiobooks throughout the library between December 1st and 31st. And if you check out a library item on your card and you find a golden ticket inside, just bring it to a staff member to claim a special prize. And they do note, yes, books do need to be checked out on your library card to qualify for this prize. No, just roving through the stacks there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes, this is not anarchy there.
Yeah.
They want people to be aware of some upcoming holiday closures on Tuesday the 24th and Wednesday the 25th. They'll be closed for the Christmas holiday. On Tuesday the 31st, they're going to close early at 2 p.m. for New Year's Eve. And then on Wednesday, the 1st of January, they're closed all day for New Year's Day. And if you have any questions about library events or programs, you need more information, you can visit their website, chetcolibrary.org, or you can follow them on Facebook for updates, or you can give them a call at 541-469-7738.
Leave it not be said that our library isn't doing anything. That's for sure. Woo! That's beautiful. You got there's so much going on.
Always something.
And you're just a little part of it right there.
And it's free.
And it's free. That's really groovy about it. Yeah, a lot of really cool things. Mm-hmm. Hey, Nature's Coastal Holiday Festival of Lights is going on. It'll be happening until December 29th. Nightly from 5 to 9. Adults are $4. Kids 12 and under are free. Cash only, no advance tickets. This is a walkthrough display, taking about 30 to 45 minutes. Santa and Mrs. Claus every Friday and Saturday nights prior to Christmas Day from 6 to 8. If there's extreme weather, as they say, well, if it's not, but it's being beautiful right now. But if there's extreme weather, they'll let you know on Facebook. That's what they do. They follow theweather.com. You just take a look at Facebook. If it's getting a little nasty, they'll tell you. Mm-hmm. So there you go. If it happens when you're there, well, that's just the way it is.
Well, that's how you find out.
That's how you find out. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Now it's time for quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce.
Yeah, here are a few quotes from poet Emily Dickinson. She was born December 10th, 1830. She says, "Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words, and never stops at all." She goes, "I dwell in possibility. Unable are the loved to die, for love is immortality." And then last but not least, she says, "To love is so starting, it leaves little time for anything else." Hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Emily Dickinson with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, have a great one.
Lots of quotes about love from Emily Dickinson.
Oh, she's like that. Well, yeah, I was reading some of her stuff there.
Very introspective. All right, well, hey, the Chetco Pelican Players, their Chetco Playhouse is located at 1240 Chetco Avenue in Brookings. They're currently presenting It's a Wonderful Life. And there's one weekend left to see this. It's running through the 15th of December. It's adapted for the stage from the movie It's a Wonderful Life by local writer Val Cowan, directed by Val Cowan, assistant directed by B.J. Ferris. George Bailey has so many problems, he's thinking about ending it all. And it's Christmas. As the angels discuss George, we see his life in flashback. As George is about to jump from a bridge, he ends up rescuing his guardian angel Clarence, who then shows George what his town would have looked like if it hadn't been for all his good deeds over the years. And again, this show is running one more weekend through December 15th. Friday and Saturday, it'll start at 7:30 p.m. Sunday matinee is at 2 p.m. Doors open 45 minutes before curtain. Tickets are $15 for adults and $7 for students. You can get your tickets at the door, and they say if you want to reserve a seat, call 541-469-1857.
Yes, indeed. And Potter Real Estate Group, Inc. presents Enoteca's third annual Community Toy Drive. This is happening on the 13th, 6:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. The public is invited for the third annual Community Toy Drive at Enoteca. Proudly partnered with Santa's Workshop to bring holiday cheer to children in need. You can enjoy a festive evening with live music, delicious light bites, and no host bar, all while giving back to your community. Entry is simple. Bring one unwrapped toy per person, and your generosity will help make the season brighter for local kids. All toys collected will be distributed by Santa's Workshop just in time for the holidays. Enoteca is located at 960 3rd Street. So there you go, and everybody's welcome.
All right. And the Wild Rivers Coast Foundation for Dance is presenting their 10th annual Wild Rivers Coast Nutcracker Ballet. This is happening at the Crescent Elk Auditorium at 994 G Street in Crescent City, and it's going to happen on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. On Friday, the show starts at 7. Saturday, there's 2 shows, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., and their final show is Sunday at 2 p.m. You can get information and tickets at wildriversnutcracker.com.
Yeah, hey, we got some Friends Not Bullies. It's having the second annual Kids Christmas Bazaar. This is happening at Salmon Run Golf Course this year. So it's happening on the Saturday, the 14th, coming up, noon to 3 p.m. You can come help support the kid vendors selling their merchandise. That's right. Any kid vendors out there are welcome to join in on the fun. To sign up for a booth space, you just got to call 541-254-1125.
Alrighty. And Chetco Brewing Company is currently presenting Beer Yoga with Elizabeth on the 14th of December at 11 a.m. And this event will include an hour of yoga and a pint afterwards. You can sign up at chetcobrew.com. They're also having Rappy Hour events on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday from 4 p.m. to closing. They provide the wrapping supplies. You bring gifts to wrap, can enjoy 15% off your tab in the tap room, as well as at their food trucks. And again, that's every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday through Christmas. And hey, now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
That's right. G'day, Cat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that Florence Nightingale had a pet owl? It's true. Here's the story. Florence Nightingale visited Greece in 1850. On June 5th, as she was walking along the walls of the Acropolis, she noticed some boys tormenting a little ball of fluff. Well, an owlet had fallen from its nest. Well, Nightingale rescued the bird and turned her energies to nursing her new patient. Her new charge was a little owl, Athene noctua. This 9-inch brown and white speckled creature, whose diet consists of insects and occasional mouse, was a sacred bird of Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, and her Roman counterpart Minerva. Ancient artists frequently depicted both goddesses with a little owl on their hands and shoulders. The voyage home nearly killed Athena. The ship didn't have the right food. Well, Florence became too seasick to care for the pest she was bringing home from Greece. The owlet, 2 tortoises, and a cicada named Plato. Well, back in England, Florence's 20 patient regained his health and became a caregiver. Florence brought Athena along on house calls, and in some cases, Athena's antics helped the patients forget their pain. Well, at Elm, Athena selected a favorite perch between statuettes of Theseus and Mercury on top of the bookcase. From there, she pounced on flies and an occasional morsel from the dining room table. Well, when Florence herself became ill, Athena remained her constant companion and cheered her by running races all around the room after imaginary mice. When she recovered, Florence had to travel back to provide nursing services in the Crimean War. While she was busy packing, Athena was accidentally locked in the attic and died the day when Florence was about to leave. Yeah, Florence was so grief-sick and she postponed her journey a few days and arranged to have Athena prepared by a taxidermist. Athena, the stuffed nursing assistant, is now on display in the Florence Nightingale Museum in London. So I hope you enjoyed this week's bit of real history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, always keep it real. Yeah, a little sad note on that one. Yeah, little bugger. Come on, man. You're taking care of the thing, then you just leave it in the attic.
Oh, my gosh.
Cruel.
Oh. Well, back to holiday stuff.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gosh. All right, Lucky 7 Casino is having a holiday bazaar coming up on the 15th of December from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All the stuff that a bazaar usually entails, such as vendors, gifts, decor, food, and crafts.
That's right. And then SWAC is presenting a Medicare 101 workshop. You ever lost your Medicare Advantage plan? With Medicare Advantage plans pulling out of Curry County, there is a one-time opportunity to make your major changes to your Medicare coverage through December 31st. Southwestern Oregon Community College is offering a Medicare 101 workshop at the Curry campus in Brookings to help people understand the recent changes to Medicare that affect coverage for the residents of Curry County. Presenter Becky Holm is a licensed insurance agent who will explain the recent changes to Medicare in plain English. She will be at the Curry campus on Monday, December 16th at 2 p.m. to explore the options available to you. There is no charge for this workshop. For more information, you can call 541-813-1667.
All right, and then Sunset Family Pizza in Gold Beach is presenting a Bunko Game Night. Game Night is back. They invite folks to join and support their at-risk youth fund. Curry County Juvenile Department is hosting a monthly Bunko Game Night on December 19th. Check-in at 5:30 p.m. Game starts at 6. There's a $20 buy-in donation that goes to support the at-risk fund that they use to provide youth with birth certificates, ID cards, personal items, clothing, shoes, and so much more. If you don't know how to play, no worries, they'll teach you. It's an easy, fun, fast-paced game that you will want to play over and over.
One more here. We got the Epicenter Special Programs Winter Extravaganza. This is happening at 1200 Marshall Street in Crescent City on the 20th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. There's music, snacks, gifts, crafts, and games. Yeah, I guess you can slide one more in
I
there.
guess, yeah.
Yeah,
the Curry County Chamber of Commerce, in partnership with Oregon Coast VIP Marketing, is presenting photos with Santa at the South Coast Humane Society Thrift Store. This is going to be on the 21st of December from 11:30 to 1:30. The public's invited for a festive holiday event with photos with Santa Claus. Children will receive a special free gift, and pets are welcome to join in the fun. Donations are gladly accepted. Every dollar raised directly supports the South Coast Humane Society, helping animals in need. Don't miss this heartwarming holiday experience. Your support makes a difference.
We just got the flying fickle finger of fate from the producers, so it's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week, helping us bring our show to the airwaves. Thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report, and please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows that they have to offer. You can catch all the show podcasts, including the Insider Report, by going to kciw.org, and make sure to check out the live streaming they have to offer as well. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off. Please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey, we'll see you out there. Bam!
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.